I didn't really want to be a nurse. I actually wanted to do marketing management. However, my father was very persuasive. I think that's the more polite way of saying it. So yeah, next thing I know, I just found myself taking entrance exams in nursing schools. He made me speak to a few of our relatives as well who happen to be nurses. And then I've been doing nursing until 2007. So my very first job was in neuro intensive care. This was back in the Philippines. And then I went into stroke unit in this country. Then I became a stroke nurse specialist, which I really loved. But then that job hurt my back because of the physical stuff that we had to do because we needed to save the brain. Then I had to do a bit of office work, which is still related to nursing. And then eventually, when we moved here to Kent to buy a house, I had to move hospitals again. And that's when I went into intensive care unit. I qualified in 2007, but I didn't start until 2008, just because I used that time to do my NCLEX. So NCLEX is the licensure exam for the States, because I was hoping to work in the States. At the same time, I have been looking at other exams that I can take to go to other countries. When the States wasn't happening, I then decided to find it or look for a job in the Philippines while I do my IELTS. So IELTS is the English exam that you need to have to come to this country. So while working in neuro ICU, I was reviewing for my IELTS, and then I took my IELTS, and that's when I started to look for jobs here in UK. I had to make sure that I have at least a year of experience, because that's one of the requirements. And it just so happened that I was talking to one of my friend who was already here, and I didn't know that she was already here. Initially, I was asking her about Canada, and then she just said, well, why don't you try the agency that she went with and see if I like it. So I went to the agency, gave them my requirements, showed them that I also have my IELTS test or certificate already. 3 months after, I'm here. It was pretty quick. Just make sure that work in specialty area, that helps. Try to gather all of the exams that you have to take, the English exam that you have to take. Just be ready, because when the opportunity comes, it can go so quick. There's still a lot of vacancies here. As far as I know, they're still hiring in the Philippines. Just make sure that you have everything at hand. I must say, though, that the requirements back in my days is different from the requirements they have now. They have what they call the OSCE. They have these other exams that I did not need to have. Do your research, read your books, just to get yourselves ready and familiarize with what kind of exams that you may need to take so that you can be a registered nurse in this country.